of injustice and conspiracy never to be seen again. If Ida B. Ware was alive today, she would be doing an editorial against this heinous act of man's inhumanity to man. There are many white friends of mine that have told me that this threat of trying to force Mr. Miller into tearing his building down is an injustice against humanity. The erection of this now historic structure was his dream when he was a little boy, to be like his father, to build a building from the ground up. Now to later run into a satanic, Jim Crow-like force that tries to threaten him into tearing it down. If Beale Street could talk, it would say, "Get out of our way, trouble. Trouble, get out of our way." This is a city and a nation of people, by the people and for the people. I am a street for the people, by the people, and for all the people. That's including black people. Beale Street, who rose up from the dead upon the arrival of Mr. George B. Miller Jr., would say today, Jim Crow got to go. But all praises are due to the Most High, Lord and Cherisher, the most gracious, most merciful Master of all the worlds, that he and all the angelic forces and the heavenly hosts is tired of all this prejudice, injustice, and crimes against humanity. But through all of this, we still shall overcome. Through all of this, we shall overcome, because the art of the moral compass is long, but it bends toward justice. With all your help out here in the community, Mr. George B. Miller Jr., a black man who loves all people, and the only black person that owns a prime piece of property in the Beale Street Historic District, shall overcome. We the people, by the people, and for the people shall overcome, because Prophet Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, "Truth forever on the scaffold, wrong forever on the throne. Yet that scaffold sways a future, and behind it unknown standeth God within the shadows, keeping watch above his own." We shall overcome because God says in one of his holy books, the Bible, that what goes around comes around, and you are going to reap what you sow. What you put out there, you are definitely going to get it back. Since the crucifixion of Prophet Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., there is a dark cloud hanging over Memphis. There is a mean spirit hanging over Memphis that lurks amongst and within the hearts of some of the people. But we shall overcome, because there is not a right road to righteousness. Righteousness is the road. And we shall overcome because Prophet Dr. Martin Luther King Jr., through the inspiration of the Most High, Eternal Heavenly Father, also said, "Injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere." We love Memphis, but we are calling on all the people who are for justice and what's right, who are for balance and harmony, for all, to stop doing business on Beale Street, and to stop doing business on Beale Street until Mr. George Miller Jr. and all human beings who are suffering from the shackles of hatred and degradation, who are suffering from the ball and chain of deprivation and equal opportunity on Beale Street. If this fits your description, we are asking you to stop spending your resources on Beale Street until justice rolls down like waters and righteousness like a mighty stream for Mr. George Miller Jr., the man that gave you the new Beale Street, and also for all, A wise man once told me that the atmosphere in Memphis, in the Memphis community, in business and politics, was heavily infested with the mentality of sharks, piranhas, and killer whales. And I shall say that I will add Adolf Hitler, Mussolini-like dictator mentalities who are with fascist, capitalistic, communistic, Jim Crow-like tactics with a dash of Luciferianism in the 21st century, who are trying to dictate how black men, white men, Jews and Gentiles, Muslims, Protestants, and Catholics operate their businesses. If they can get away with it, this time with Mr. George B. Miller Jr., who will be next? Where will it end? At your door? Will your business be next? The business that allegedly brought all the nuisance into Mr. Miller's property is gone. Why are they continuously harassing Mr. George B. Miller Jr.? There are other businesses on Beale Street who have had numerous gunplay, beatdowns, riots, in and out in front of their businesses, abundant violent acts and shootings, businesses who just got a slap on the head. Out of the 30 to 35,000 incorporated cities in the United States of America, Memphis is in the top 5 most crime-infested cities in our country. Should we summon a demolition crew to tear part of all of it down? Black people, black people, black people, white people, white people, all people who respect what America stands for, where is your self-respect? As Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. said, truth crushed to earth, rise again. Let truth rise from the Broadway of New York to the Broadway of West Memphis. Let truth rise from the Nile River of Kemet, now known as Egypt, to the mighty Mississippi. And after that, let truth rise from Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard to this property located at Beale and 4th, 380 Beale. Let the truth rise from Truth Records to Stax Records. From every hillside, molehill, and mountainside, let the truth rise. And when this happens, the children will be truly free. Then we can sing with true meaning, lift every voice and sing, till earth and heaven rings, ring with the harmonies of liberty. Let our rejoicing rise high as the listening skies. Let it resound loud as the rolling sea. This is my abundant hope. This is my aspiration. This is my dream. Thank you. Is there any questions?
I'm going to take that mic off to you if you don't mind. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
And you are friends with Mr. Miller? Is that how you guys are associated? Okay.
Yeah.
Does he?
And his spokesperson.
His spokesperson. Got it. Okay. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it too.
Thank you.